Across Europe's shimmering skyline, an invisible war unfolds, not with soldiers or bombs, but through data streams. Each flicker of light may carry a hidden intent, each signal a silent weapon in the struggle for digital power. On October 10, 2025, Europol announced a massive cyber operation across Austria, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland. Months of digital surveillance led to dawn raids aimed at dismantling a hidden empire of stolen signals. Special units breached secret facilities buried in industrial zones. Behind reinforced doors they found humming machines, silent, relentless devices creating thousands of identities out of thin digital air. What they uncovered was staggering, more than 40,000 active SIM cards tied to automated devices. Each chip served as a mask, a voice, a digital ghost ready for manipulation. These machines, known as SIM boxes, could cycle hundreds of numbers per minute. They powered fake accounts, bypassed security systems, and enabled criminal networks to remain unseen and untraceable. Investigators traced encrypted links stretching from Austria to Latvia and Estonia. Each location played a part in one vast lattice, a living digital organism feeding global fraud. The network sold anonymity. Criminals used its numbers to verify fake profiles, mask IP addresses, and orchestrate phishing attacks, turning one SIM card into thousands of false voices. Europol analysts followed the digital money trail, millions laundered through crypto wallets, offshore accounts, and shell companies, a perfect blend of high-tech deception and financial crime. Behind every stolen identity stood a victim, people deceived by calls, texts, or investment scams. In Austria alone, over 3,000 cases were traced back to this network's phantom numbers. In Europol's cyber labs, specialists pieced the puzzle together. Each SIM card linked to a trail of IPs, payments, and fake accounts, threads converging on a single central command. The syndicate disguised itself as legitimate services, websites like Go Get SMS, and offered temporary numbers. In truth, they monetized stolen SIM cards and enabled industrial-scale identity fraud. Authorities froze over €400,000 in bank accounts, €260,000 in crypto, and seized luxury cars, symbols of a criminal enterprise thriving on virtual anonymity. 7 suspects were taken into custody, 5 Latvian nationals among them. In total, 26 sites were raided, marking Europe's largest crackdown on SIM farm cybercrime. The impact stretched far beyond Europe. Investigators estimate more than 49 million fake accounts worldwide were powered by this single network's infrastructure. As technology evolves, so do the threats. Each SIM, each number, can become a weapon in the wrong hands. Operation SIMCARTEL is a victory, but the digital battlefield is far from over. Analysts warn the raid exposed only one layer of a much larger threat. SIM farms are cheap to build and easy to hide, giving criminal groups global reach with minimal cost. Once shut down, they can re-emerge within weeks. Even as arrests were made, similar clusters began activating elsewhere. Investigators tracked copycat networks rebuilding the system, selling access on underground forums for cryptocurrency. On hidden markets, sellers offered bulk verified accounts and messaging bots, all powered by SIM farm data. The black market demand remains enormous, driven by spam, scams, and misinformation campaigns. Europol hailed the takedown as a breakthrough in cross-border cooperation. Agencies from 4 nations worked side by side, proving cybercrime no longer respects borders, and neither should justice. Investigators secured terabytes of data from seized devices. Analysts continue decoding encrypted logs linking the group to fraud rings operating in Asia and North America. Behind the technology are human minds, detectives, coders, analysts, fighting fatigue and complexity to trace every byte. For them, each SIM recovered represents one less victim. Authorities estimate the network enabled at least 49 million fake accounts and losses exceeding €10 million, figures still climbing as forensic audits progress. For victims, the numbers mean nothing compared to the feeling of violation. One Austrian entrepreneur recalls watching his bank drained in minutes. It felt like being robbed by a ghost. Authorities fear such infrastructure could also fuel influence operations. With anonymous numbers, actors can deploy armies of bots to distort debate and destabilize trust across democracies. Following the blockchain, cyber-forensic teams identified wallets tied to the core suspects. Tracing each transfer revealed how virtual profits were converted into luxury cars and cash. This case became a textbook example of digital cooperation. Europol's European Cybercrime Center coordinated real-time intelligence sharing, synchronizing raids within seconds. Following the raid, governments launched awareness campaigns urging citizens to verify sources, avoid SMS-only logins, and report suspicious digital services promising anonymity. Telecom companies tightened registration policies, introducing AI-based detection for mass activations. The corporate world realized cybersecurity is now part of basic infrastructure, not an add-on. Researchers are designing multi-factor systems that rely on biometrics and hardware tokens instead of SMS. The goal, to make the SIM itself irrelevant as a security key. While headlines fade, the battle continues in silence. Teams monitor dark web chatter, hunting the next signal of a resurrected SIM farm. In cyberspace, victories are temporary. Our lives depend on connection, but every connection is a doorway. The same networks that unite us can be weaponized by those who see opportunity in our dependence. The SIMCARTEL operation reminds us that trust in technology is fragile. Security is not a setting, it's a culture we must sustain daily in a world where every byte counts. Key lessons: global coordination works, early detection saves millions, and user education remains vital. Cybercrime evolves faster than law, demanding constant adaptation. Experts predict the next wave of attacks will merge AI automation with SIM farms, producing self-replicating bot networks capable of mimicking human behavior on a massive scale. The 40,000 SIM raid marked a milestone, but also a warning. In the digital age, identity itself has become the battlefield. This is global narrative, revealing the truth behind the code.